Hey guys, what's up? It's Colby Cheese, and I'm going to be showing you a little strategy video for Marine Arena and showing you some of the features. As you can see in the loading screen, as you go in, the leader of the game is going to pick a couple of game modes. In this particular clip here, he has selected 500 starting minerals and then fast game, so there's no infested saviors, which kind of sucks, and then sudden death mode. So after an hour of the game, your defense buildings are going to die and whatnot. I'm just going to show you a couple of clips of this one. This is the only video I had of the very beginning of the game. What you're going to want to do every single time at the beginning of the game is kill your destructible rocks as fast as possible. In this one, since I started with 500 minerals, I went ahead and built my Marauder Academy right away. You're going to want to do that always as soon as possible. Build your mercenaries. Now here in a little bit I'm actually going to show you a video where you do not start off with that, but for now I just wanted to show you to kill those rocks as soon as possible, and then you want to get some units up on that high ground so you can see if your opponent is trying to push straight into your base through the rocks, and then if not, then you can actually see if it's going to be possible for you to push out through the middle and start attacking your opponents. Alright, so let me go ahead and move on to another clip. Now in this game, it's just a normal one. There's not any starting minerals. There's no, it's just everything's the normal settings. And we're going to be in the bottom right. I'm with a guy named Jeff, and this guy I actually played another game with, and he was pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and show you this video. And so what you want to try and do when you start off, you're only going to have Marines, and you want to try and group up your Marines as best as possible into balls and get kills but not lose all of your Marines. So as you can see here, we're trying to take control of this opponent on the top by getting the radar tower, and that way we have vision, so we can see that if anyone's going to come attack us. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my Marines here, I'm going to put them up on top of the cliff, and we're trying to bait them out. You never want to go attack them all the way in their base, because all they have to do is pop an infested terran and they just get a ton of free kills and destroy your entire army. So what we're trying to do is just kind of push in and out. And this guy's not too bad. In a lot of games I play, we'll be able to bait them and they'll just run in and lose a lot of units. And that's what you want to do. And as fast as possible, you want to be able to get your minerals up to the amount to buy Marauders or Zealots. And in this video, Jeff is going to go Zealots, and I'm going to go Marauders. And Marauders, I believe, are one of the best units to go. They're one of the cheapest, other than the Zerglings, which the Zerglings suck. And they have great range, lots of damage. They're good against every single unit. Now in this clip, I'm playing on a patch. All right, here you go. You can see I just fast forwarded it to where I get Marauders. And by the way, you're going to see a lot of this stuff goes really fast because this game was over an hour long, so I tried to condense it into a 10-minute period. Alright, so as you can see, I've got my Marauders. They're going to be running around trying to get the range advantage, and that's what you want to do with your Marauders. He's got a bunch of Marines, and they're not going to be able to do a lot to Marauders, to be honest, especially whenever you stay out of the range. And this is what these little cliffs are great with Marauders for, is you just run in, take pot shots, and if they try and run at you, then you just get right outside of the range and start shooting them. And what I'm going to do with my units, and you'll see later, I'm actually doing a strategy to where I'll upgrade my mercenaries all the way, and Jeff will upgrade his Marines a lot. So I'm going to upgrade my armor first, and the reason I do that is because you want to make your Marauders almost invulnerable to the Marines' fire. Since they start off with only 6 damage, unless they're upgrading their Marines a lot, they're not going to do a whole lot of damage to your Marauders, especially since you got the range, the slow, and all that stuff. So as you can see, I'm playing right here, and this guy on the bottom left got Stalkers, and one of the strategies you want to do, you want to always get the concave on units. See how he's kind of bunched up in that little dill, and not a lot of his units are able to shoot? That's exactly what you want to do, and I'm gonna, his units may have killed a lot more of mine, but I'm going to always bait them out to where I have all of my units able to shoot, and I can do the surround on them. So right here, I actually need to scoot back just a little bit, but Jeff's in my way, so we're going to see what happens. I'm still going to kill him because my Marauders are definitely upgraded, and we kind of do have the concave surround on this guy, so as you can see, he's forced to retreat. Okay, so here's a part where Jeff actually has built up quite a lot of Zealots, and he's just going to completely demolish this attack that the bottom left portion brought on us. and I don't even get there before the Zealots completely destroy the entire army. So you can see how Zealots are pretty damn good against Marines and Marauders. It's a pretty good little deal. Now this guy up at the top right has started building on Hellions, which are pretty damn good against Marines, and they can be good against Marauders if you don't micro your Marauders efficiently. So anyhow, the idea, what you want to do is you want to try and continue building up a giant ball of Marines and Marauders, and just kind of run back and forth, take pot shots on people, and just go into fights that you know you're going to win without losing a whole lot of units. Now, right now I just have a whole lot of Marauders, and see what I'm doing? Yeah, there you go. Now this guy's attacking me. I've got the concave on him, plus the high ground advantage. He's not going to be able to do anything, especially with my Marauders. I believe they are upgraded at this point around 4 armor and 1 attack. And at this point I'm going to start saving up for Void Rays, because once you get a giant mass of Void Rays, they're very difficult to stop, and they can do a crap load of damage, as you'll see here in a little bit. My units are dwindled down a little bit. The bottom left has been massing. Both of them are going Marauders, so it's a pretty good little combination. I do want to say one thing though. In this version, Marauders cannot attack air, but Crayon has recently made a change where you can upgrade your Marauders so that they are able to actually attack air units, making as you're going to see in this clip. If I had that upgrade, then those Mutalisks would be completely useless. There's absolutely no reason to build Mutalisks, in my opinion. They're about 1,600 minerals, and they're not very effective against anything, especially in the newest, especially against the new stuff. So right now we're going to go ahead and mass up a little bit. He's got a lot of Zealots. We're in a little bit of a trouble though, because of the fact that we don't have really any anti-air, and he's got all these Mutalisks. Doesn't really matter though. We're going to have some Marines, just kind of hold them at bay until we're able to build some other types of units. But this, I just want to show you, this is a critical point where he did build those Mutalisks, and we're really vulnerable. So here you see I went ahead and got my Void Rays. I finally was able to save up, and he put his Marines right on top of my Void Ray factory, so they do not have the chance to destroy it. Because if he were to destroy it, that would really hurt me bad. And as you can see, they're really trying to, because 2,000 minerals is no joke. Oh, and here he goes. He sends in all his Marines. This would have been a really effective attack if he did not have those Zealots to block the Marines from taking it off. On the other hand, though, we just completely demolish, and he's got a huge amount of Marines. You can see here, I do not want to really attack them. I don't think they actually have the attack upgrade, so you can just see them melting away to all of my Marauders and the... Okay, so now I'm going to take the Void Rays up here and work down his Mutalisk den. As you can see, this is very effective at destroying the buildings, and that's what you want to use them for. Here's the second time I went in after I destroyed it. He already rebuilt it, lost all of my Void Rays. That is not what you want to do. You want to be very safe with your Void Rays. Went in again, lost all of them, but he was able to run in and destroy a ton of units with his Zealots, which is good. So once again, another clip, building up my Void Rays once again. This guy, he did switch to Stalkers, and Stalkers are very effective against Void Rays, especially with the blink. And this opponent, you can't see here, but he's actually upgrading nothing but his attack damage, so they're doing a shitload of damage. They're about 60 damage per hit, so they completely melt away my Void Rays. And here's another fight here. Built up more Void Rays again, so I'm going to go attack the top, thinking that his units are not in the way. Obviously, they've already gotten back. So I'm just gonna send in my Marines. My Marines are not upgraded though. As you can see, they do get melted quite quickly by the and I got in a very bad position to lose all my Void Rays. That is not how you want to do it. But later on in the game, I've actually massed up quite a few more Void Rays, and you want to wait until you get this critical mass, and here you go. Now we have this giant ball. He's not going to be able to blink in to kill my Void Rays, and I can just stay over the top, destroying all of his units, and that's exactly what you want to do. Here we go. I've got the little tank ball while I'm destroying stuff, but I had to get out of there. Just barely got out in time, and I'm able to send my Void Rays back in. And what we're going to start doing is just... oh, here we go. This is where Void Rays really shine. You get them right up there on the cliff, so the Marines can't do anything, and they just completely demolish. There you go. See, those Marines are just melting. They can't do anything to the Void Rays. Void Rays have about 8 armor at this point, I believe, and Marines have they just don't have any damage that they can put. I'm going to kill his Mutalisk again. And that's a lot of money he's lost at this point from losing those buildings. And this is going to be pretty much GG at this point. Yeah, destroyed his army, destroyed his mercenary factories. So that's Marine Arena for you guys. Just want to show you that. Marauders is what you want to do. Build up to them as fast as possible. Have one of your allies go in for Marines, and you upgrade your mercenaries, and that's the way to do it. So if you like this video, be sure to subscribe, add me on Twitter, Facebook, all that, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.